Lords of Empyre, Celestial Messiah Issue 1 heads to the blue area of the moon, where Sequoia prepares to undergo the ritual, told by swordsman to gird himself for the coming war. Told before battle, humans, Krees and Skrulls, and everyone else used to undergo purification rites, purged of every doubt and compunction, and today the Cotati undergo their own root quest. Swordsman tells his son that this will prove to his people that he can stay the course, and while his human side is weak, he will drink the sacrament, and like his Cotati ancestors before him, he will retreat into the tenderest pit, finding his human frailty and burn it out. Qui takes the drink, immediately feeling its effects as vines sprout out around him, forming his mother Mantis, who, as she is created, she is flooded with memories of the life marred by prophecy as Mantis joins the Avengers. Then for a time the Guardians of the Galaxy, until at one point her true love swordsman is killed. The man doesn't think that this is the worst his mind can conjure up, but the planned Mantis smashes him in the face, telling her son to defend himself. She wraps him in vines, asking if the boy and the mad Echo that used to be swordsman know what they're about to do. Mantis forces her son to see a time when she was on Earth, told by Scarlet Witch that she would do well to apply for Avengers membership alone and not with the original swordsman, but Mantis declines, wanting to wait for Jack. After a while, Mantis gets sick of waiting, going to find Jack in the park. The man refuses to go back and be humiliated, telling Mantis that she deserves to be an Avenger, not him. Mantis says that this is everything he's been working for, but Jack knows that they will decline him, since he knows Captain America must hate him for making the hero walk the plank that one time. He wants to know what Mantis is doing with him since he's a failure, and she should be with the gods since she can be one of them, only if she cuts him loose. Mantis refuses to go, saying that until him, perfection was expected of her, but thanks to him, they saved each other. Getting up, Mantis tells Jacques that they will go and be Avengers, and if that doesn't work out, then they'll join Cirque du Soleil. Qui is pulled from the memory. Angered Mantis loved the derelict that was the original swordsman. Mantis says there's more of him in the boy than he knows, which angers the boy even further, causing him to attack his mother, saying that he is the end of all flesh. Qui throws his mother into a statue, telling her that she forgets her place, since she was a broodmare for the gods, or at least she was. Qui rushes to his mother, stabbing her with his elbow spikes, and again the boy is taken into a memory, which shows Immortus marrying Mantis and Swordsman and Vision and Scarlet Witch. Mantis says that the Celestial Messiah should have been a unifier, not a despot, telling Qui his Cotati father was wrong, all because he's sick, having been brought back to life and made a hollow shell of who he once was, and she should never have married him. Mantis talks about their honeymoon, where she knew something was wrong then when she found the new swordsman killing some small Cotati, telling them that he is the perfect being. Mantis stops him, but learns that they called swordsman unclean and foreign. Swordsman says that no Cotati would prevent another from entering their psychic conclave, yet the grove of plants around them won't let him in. Mantis says that he's being quarantined, but Swordsman doesn't understand, asking Mantis if it will always be this lonely, but Mantis says that the Cotati see Jacques' memories as an infestation, which is a pity since she really loved him. Qui rips himself from the memory, demanding his mother show him no more lies. He says his father turned his back on the green bliss to be with Mantis, and she has the audacity to call him mad. Qui saw his father try to do what he attempted to, bridge the gap between the species, and unlike Mantis, he was there. Mantis says that she fought for her son, but the boy merely thanks her for showing her her true heart, using the phosphorus inside her form to burn her up. Mantis isn't easily defeated, however, again showing the boy another vision, this time when Sequoia was a child in Connecticut, where a boy picks on him for dressing up as Captain America, the same costume as him. The young Qui runs off crying, found by his mother, who tells him changing costume won't change anything, since acceptance cannot be bought or forced, since finding one's place in the world can be daunting, and like people, there is no perfect circumstance, so they need to work with what they have. Qui gets to work, making a costume of the swordsman, meeting with the children again, who love the costume he made, wanting to be friends with him. Qui comes out of the vision again, told that little boy is still who the Messiah is. Qui begins to remember his old friends, but knows if he betrays his father now, then there will be no one left. Mantis says that she can help swordsmen, but the boy needs to stand the Cotati down. Flowers begin to bloom around them as Qui grabs his mother, choking Mantis and breaking into her mind for a change, heading to Hala, where he sees his mother with the Guardians of the Galaxy during the Phalanx invasion. Peter Quill wants to use some psychological coercion on the Phalanx, but Mantis refuses, despite Peter saying that they need a rapid response mechanism for the invaders, and by controlling others they would have it. Mantis grabs Peter, choking him and telling him that they are still people, and despite what the Phalanx are, at least they are upfront about what they are doing. Peter knows that they need to be a team, so with no other choice, Mantis convinces the rest of the Guardians to stay together, using her powers to coax them into staying, cursing Quill for making her do this. Mantis frees herself from her son's grasp, asking if what she did is the human way of doing things. Again, Sequoia invades his mother's mind, remembering when his Cotati genes first activated when he was a child, thinking it was all thanks to his mother controlling him, making him wonder if swordsmen joined the Avengers willingly or she coaxed him. The boy says that his mother has given him the great gift of insight. Mantis says that she wants her son to be free from the prophecy, but Qui knows that her role is just as scripted as his own. He begins growing flowers all over his mother, transforming her body into them, saying a good son always brings his mother flowers. On the edge of the Lamora system, Mantis awakens in her real body, knowing that Qui cannot shut her out. She puts a call out to the Avengers frequencies, telling them that half the galaxy is converging on them with good reason, telling her friends of the coming Kree-Skrull alliance, and telling them not to engage since they are trying to stop her son, and they need to let them kill Sequoia. Lords of Empyre Celestial Messiah issue 1 was a fantastic issue that aimed to give a little bit more backstory onto why and how a boy like Sequoia could turn on all of his friends and family and rise to power. I love that the issue doesn't treat him like a villain, and even goes so far as to point out the fact that everything he's doing is in good reason, and people like Mantis are kind of the villains as well, with her sort of mentally coaxing people into doing things, and you never know exactly how much of that she actually did over the years. There were some great heartbreaking moments when he went through his parents and his own past memories that helped define the boy's choices, and with Empyre now over, I'm looking forward to what happens to the Messiah and his people, since hopefully they don't just kind of disappear into the ether like many villains beforehand, and I'd love to see them come back and try and get revenge in a later date. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.